So peacefully created this half circle. Can I have everyone take 2 scoots back? Perfect.
Sit down.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Langhart. I'm your art teacher, and I've been your art teacher before. It's good to see you this morning. I'm guessing that you have a good idea about what we're doing art about today. Raise your hand if you think you know what we're doing art about today. Bones.
Oh,
And antlers, and specifically the antlers of
deer.
the Sitka black-tailed deer, which is the kind of deer that we have here in the Juneau area. I'm guessing that many of you already have had some experience with deers. I'm going to give you a chance to share a quick deer story with someone next to you. And this is what I mean by a short deer story. Here's one that's true for me. 2 weeks ago, my son Taylor, who lives in Canada now, came back to Juneau, and he went hunting with some friends, and they got 10 deer. That's a short deer story. Here's another one. Here's another example of a short deer story. This summer, we were driving along the highway, and we saw a deer walking in the ditch alongside the road. It was beautiful. That's another short deer story. I'm going to give you about 20 seconds to share with someone next to you what you already know about deer, a story you might have about deer. When you hear the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 voices, please end your conversation. And if you don't have a deer story, listen in to the kids around you and see what people are saying about deer. Okay, ready, go.
My dad went hunting so much. I went hunting and she tried to make me take back. My dad got 2 deers and I was with him. One the size of Bambi. And he got, I think, 1 ton. And I didn't see it. So he said also, we went to
1 and 0 voices. Art friends, we're going to be learning about deer today by drawing antlers. When you draw something, you can really learn about it. Now, you could say to me, Miss Lanehart, will you draw me an antler? And I could go like this. This is one way I could draw an antler. I could go like this. Think. Let's see. What does an antler look like? I think an antler looks sort of like, think an antler looks sort of like this, right?
No.
That's kind of like a stick drawing of an antler, right? No. Did I learn anything about antlers when I drew that kind of drawing?
No.
No, I didn't learn anything about antlers. I'm going to show you a different way to draw, and you've probably drawn this way before. A different way to draw where you do learn about something while you're drawing it. It's called drawing from observation. Now I want you to watch me do my drawing from observation of this antler. I'm going to do it right here, so I hope you can see both the antler and my paper. And I want you to watch every move I make and see if you can find some things that are different about the way I'm going to draw this one and the way that I drew this one. Okay? Ready? So watch my moves. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead, even though when I draw from observation, I'm usually completely silent. I'm going to share with you what my thoughts are inside my head so you can hear what my thinking is like when I'm drawing from observation. Okay, watch my moves. I'm going to really look at that thing. Really observe it. Let's see, if I'm going to draw that, I think I'll start right here on the antler, and let's see, if I'm going to start right here, I want there to be room for the whole antler, so I'll probably start right here. I'll do a little planning ahead of time, and I'll start here. I'm going to try drawing that first in the air. I'm going to practice that first in the air. Oh, see what that feels like, that shape feels like. Oh, goes up. Oh, goes up farther than I thought. Over. Oh, that's so interesting, and it's bumpy down here. Okay. Now that I've practiced playing, I'm ready to start. Go. Those bumpy shapes like that, and now I'm starting down this part, and it gets smooth. And it goes farther and farther and farther, and then it scoops up. And, oh, the tip of that has a little curve to it. It comes down about that. And this comes down here, and right about here, it starts going out. And the tip of that is pretty sharp, actually. And it scoops in like that, and then it kind of goes like this. And this starts to get bumpy right about here. And this gets really bumpy. Wow, that stuff is crazy. And then there's little bumps here. And you know what, I'm noticing that it's a lot darker down here, so I'm going to turn my pencil on its side and do some shading. Do you guys ever do that with your pencils? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and show that it's darker down there by doing some shading. Oh, I almost missed that there's a little bump right there. And it's dark behind it. And shading, I don't want it to be completely dark down there because there's some white bumps still. Thank you, by the way, for helping me concentrate by being super quiet. That's what you guys are going to do for each other when you're drawing. You're going to help each other concentrate. Okay. Now, while you've been really observing this antler, while I've been drawing, you've been really observing. Can you tell me some of the things you noticed? What else did you notice about the antler? Maybe it's something I missed that I could add to my drawing, or just something you thought was really cool. Something you noticed.
Like behind the bump parts, there's like a white spot. Like just everything there's one. Like there's a bump.
Let's put some words on here. Let's tell ourselves, because later when we don't have the antler to look at and we just have our drawing, we want to maybe remember what color it was. You're noticing that parts of it are white. How do we want to describe this color? Is it
Like
just
tan.
It's tan.
okay, tan. Tan. And what color should we say down here? These
Brown.
buttons?
Brown.
Brown.
And white.
And
A
then-
little bit of tan.
And then at the back is white.
And I also noticed that you used the word bumpy. Could we put some texture words on here too? We can say down here is bumpy, and then what about this one?
Smooth.
Bumpy and smooth. When I do a drawing from observation, not only do I draw all the details that I can find, but I also add words. And I'm going to add the word deer or deer antler so that I can give it a title too. Did I catch everything? Did anybody see part that I missed?
So I'm just saying this for next time. But you did the tip backwards. Because on that antler, it's this way on the drawing.
So you know what I'm wondering is from your direction, if I turn the antler around so I see it from the angle you saw that, I get what you're saying. If I turn it around so you see the angle I saw it at, you see how it flips over this way?
Oh.
Isn't that amazing? They're really different depending on which angle you're looking at.
This one.
Oh, I just noticed this little
Yeah,
point
that's
right
what I was
there.
about to
You're going to
say.
say that?
It's
All
an
right,
illusion.
let's add that little point. That's kind of a cool little point. From my angle, that little point looks like that, and it's got some dark on this side of it. Okay.
Some dark on it.
Yeah. So art friends, you're going to get a chance to do a drawing from observation. Oh, I almost forgot that I need to write the title on there. You see that up here, and I'm going to put a bigger board up here. I've got the word deer, but I also have another word next to it. You see this word right here? That is the Klingit word for deer. And you know how you all either were listening to or were sharing a deer story, and you've only lived here for a little short time, and you already maybe have already seen a deer or know someone who hunts for deer. Can you imagine how much you would know if if your family had lived here for 10,000 years? Would your family have seen a lot of deer in that time? Would you know a lot about deer? The Klingit people have lived here for 10,000 years. And so it's really cool to learn the word deer in Klingit, and to even, if you can, ask a person whose family is Klingit what they know about deer. Maybe invite someone in to share what they know about deer. Because there's a lot of wisdom in people being somewhere for a long, long, long time. And the Klingit have lived here the longest. They've been here the longest of anybody. So let's learn this word in Klingit and also the word antler in Klingit. I'm learning Klingit, so I'll practice and you can practice. Guacan.
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 And the word antlers is shaded.
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 I think I'll write Shaded up here as my title. You can write on yours all 4 of those words, both the Tlingit and the English, or you can just write one of those words. I'm going to have those words up here so you can use those as your title. How about the date today? What is the date today?
12/4/7.
Okay. It's a good idea on the top of a science notebook page or science drawing to do the date as well, because you'll remember when you did that. I could add more words. I could add a question. I could add things I think about it. For now, I'm just going to use those as examples that you can add words to your drawing.
You should also add your name.
Oh, you could, except guess what? I'm going to be giving you guys a sketchbook. And on the cover of the sketchbook will be your name. So you probably don't need to add your name to every page, right? Maybe just the date and the title. All right, friends, I'm going to help you get ready to draw in 2 ways. First way is, did you see some of the moves I made to get ready for drawing from observation? Did you see me make this move?
Yeah.
Did you see me make this move? And how about this one? These are 3 moves we can make when we get ready to draw from observation. And I'm going to leave your class with this poster. I'm going to give you guys this poster so that when you get ready to draw from observation today, next week, the week after, you can look at this poster and remember these moves. Remember how we get ready to draw from observation. First thing we do is observe. And if I were to ask you in Tlingit, look at that really carefully. Really observe it. I would say, Adaya Nisa, which means look closely, examine it. And you can answer me in Tlingit too. Do you know how to say yes in Tlingit? Ah. So if I say Adaya Nisa, you can answer me ah. So the first thing we do is we observe it closely. We really examine it. The second thing we do is we plan where to start. You can't do a drawing without planning first. You plan where to start. So you're going to point to your object and point to the paper where you're going to make sure that it will all fit. Can you show me first this move and then this move? Let's say observe and let's say plan. Ready? Observe, plan. The last move I made was to practice it in the air. So we observe, we plan, and we practice it in the air first to see what that shape is like. Can you say this move and say the word practice? Practice. Let's do all 3 of them together. First regular speed, then fast speed, then slow motion. Okay? We're going to say observe, plan, and practice. When we make those hand motions, it's going to help us remember these 3 important steps. Ready? Observe, plan, practice. Ready for fast motion?
Observe, plan, practice.
Ready for slow motion? Observe, plan, practice. So I'm going to leave your class with that poster. That's one way I'm helping you get ready to draw from observation, which is the special way of drawing where we draw what we see. Second thing I'm going to do is give you a warm-up exercise this morning. This warm-up exercise is called a no-look drawing, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to be passing out, we'll give you guys your sketchbook right here on the floor, and your hand is going to go under the cover, and you're going to be doing, yes, this is your sketchbook to keep for the whole year. You can do all your science drawings in it this year, and there'll be a really good collection of them when you're done. You'll have learned a lot by drawing when you get done with the end of the year in this book, and then you can take it home, okay? So your first step when you get the book is to write your name on the top, on the front cover. Your second step is to put your hand under the front cover and get ready to draw without looking. And this is what you're going to be looking like while you're doing this exercise. I'm going to hold up this big moose antler, and I'm going to make my finger go around the outside edge of it, trace around the edge of it. You're going to move your pencil along with my finger. It's almost like your pencil's attached to my finger with a magic wire. And you're not even going to look at your hand. So you're going to be staring at my finger as I go around the moose antler. See how my hand is moving under the cover, but I'm not looking at it? But my pencil is moving while I'm watching me trace around the moose antler. When you open it up, it's going to be a funny, wobbly, bumpy shape. And you're going to go hee 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 because it's going to be kind of a funny shape. You might have your lines crossing over. You might have gone off the paper because, of course, you're not looking at your hand. But you're going to also say, whoa, parts of this are really true to this antler. It's amazing how well your brain can follow something and your hand can follow what you're seeing. This no-look exercise helps you do that warm-up so you're getting ready. If you were going to run in a track meet, would you jump right out of your car and run your race?
No.
No, you'd probably pull a muscle and you probably wouldn't even run very fast. if you were gonna run in a track meet and run a race, you'd stretch, you'd maybe jog around the track slowly first, then you'd run your race. This is a good warm-up for drawing. We're gonna try this no-look exercise so you can see what it feels like to draw and really trust your eyes and have your hand follow what your eyes are seeing. Okay, so